There's over $2 million worth of it. And I'm willing to share it with you.
Where is it?
Cuba.
You know what Cuba does to boats that just happen to wander in their waters, huh?
If we're caught, the fate of your boat will be the least of your worries.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Where's your spirit of adventure?
Oh, God. There better be gold.
Getting into Cuba was an adventure.
What is this, Cuban Coliseum?
No, the end of the rainbow.
Getting out is hell.
You'll never make it like this. I'll make it.
Raul Julia, Fred Ward, and Daniel Jenkins star in a scorching HBO Pictures presentation.
They're right behind you.
Florida Straits.
Will the gold be there, or won't it?
The Covenant, which was drawn up in the last days of the war by Heinrich Clausen, Erich Kessler, and Wilhelm von Thibaut, was signed by their 3 oldest sons.
There's something very wrong.
A sum of money has been handed to us.
$4.5 billion.
Put there by my father for me to use in any way that I think to make amends.
He is beginning to become a problem.
Your life is in danger. My life is in danger.
He lied all his life, and now he is lying from the grave.
Convince me that you are not a member of the neo-Nazis. Otherwise, I will kill you.
Michael Caine, a John Frankenheimer film. From the Robert Ludlum thriller, Nazi subterfuge corrupts the Holcroft Covenant. This week on the Saturday Night Movie.
Convicted of crimes they didn't commit, the lives of 4 law-abiding citizens become nightmares. America Undercover examines the trauma of Verdict, The Wrong Man, next.
All the Rivers Run. A turbulent saga of turn-of-the-century Australia comes to life on HBO in a spectacular 4-part miniseries. What a time it was. In an era as rough as the untamed river that cut through the land, lived Miss Philadelphia Gordon.
You're famous.
She was a spirited lass, loved by most.
I like you. You good woman.
Resented by many.
I can't bear the sight of you.
And revered by all who knew her fiery desire to survive and thrive in a man's world along the river.
Just doesn't seem the place for a woman, that's all.
It was a world bursting with life, with all the passion.
I want to marry you.
All the action.
Stop.
And all the drama of a bold frontier. It was the world of All the Rivers Run.
If she's so innocent, how come she murdered a child?
She didn't.
I woke up, there was blood on the sheets, but I don't know what happened.
Sheets. Dear God, I should have guessed.
I don't know what I did wrong.
I'm the doctor. I know what you are. I don't want that mind cut open.
I want you to remember, if you can, a night last January.
What is it? Someone's following me.
You think the girl's innocent?
Maybe she's perfectly sane and just a very good liar.
There is more here than meets the eye, isn't there? Lots of dirty little secrets.
Why would I lie?
Because it's murder we're talking about.
What happened to the baby?
She can't remember what happened to the baby. It was live, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
It wasn't it?
Jane Fonda, Anne Bancroft, Meg Tilly, Agnes of God. Tomorrow on HBO.
Meet Jan Cheney. When she's good, she's very, very good. But when she's bad, she's Maxie.
I was possessed by Maxie Malone.
Would you be so kind as to explain your behavior this evening?
Maxine Malone was in my body and you slept with her.
Honey, I told her to leave.
I was good.
What I think I saw has major implications, honey. Honey?
Make the bed. I'm gonna strip and hit the sack. You wanna watch? Light the light.
Thanks, babykins. Now we're cooking with gas.
I'll arrive late tonight.
She really had a big day, didn't she?
Blackbird
Glenn Close
Don't touch me.
and Glenn Close.
How's about doing it in the closet?
Mandy Patinkin and Ruth Gordon in Maxie.
See you later.
Tuesday on HBO.
It's not so bad. I've got 2 great kids. I've got my own business. Still, if I knew then what I know now, I'd do a lot of things differently.
The chance to live life over again. It's a fantasy that becomes reality for Kathleen Turner as Peggy Sue in Peggy Sue Got Married.
Just take a deep breath.
What am I doing here?
You passed out for a minute, that's all. Nothing to worry about.
But how did I get here? Peggy Sue went back and with the knowledge of the future, with the knowledge of what was going to evolve from the choices she was making when she was 18, she went back and was able to reevaluate, to look at them, and possibly, maybe, to change them.
Peggy Sue, did you study for the test?
Test? There's a test?
Yeah.
In her role as Peggy Sue, Kathleen Turner had to age from 43 to 18. Part of what helped her feel the part were the clothes of that decade.
1960s, the bras, the petticoats, the socks, the armor that women had to wear then. It's the most uncomfortable and one of the ugliest periods I think I have ever had to wear. However, that immediately gave us, wearing 4 petticoats, you start to bounce. You can't help it, you know. I mean, it creates that kind of movement. Saddle shoes are such clunkers, you know, that you start to sort of plod. I mean, the clothes create very much the movement that the woman has to have because of the necessity of what they are. Hello.
Peggy Sue, this is Grandma.
Grandma?
How's my little girl been? Grandpa
What's the matter, Peggy?
Very concerned about
Peggy, what's up?
It's Grandma. I can't talk.
In one scene, Peggy Sue answers the phone to find it's her grandmother, who has been dead for many years. For Kathleen, whose own father has passed away, it was a particularly poignant moment.
I don't suppose there's anyone who hasn't thought, oh, you know, who's lost someone they love, and not thought, if I just had another time to talk to them, if I had another chance to say something to them. I know, I've thought that.
I want to marry you! Don't be crazy!
I may be crazy, but I'm not crazy enough to marry you twice.
Peggy Sue is given the chance to rethink the choices in her life, to leave behind the boy she marries, who is now the man she wants to divorce. For Kathleen Turner, the film leaves behind an important message.
To me, Peggy Sue is about saying that you make mistakes in your life with the choices that you make along the way. There's no way to know whether the choice will work out for the better or worse. But in any case, the choices, the steps you make are the right ones. They're the ones you have to make. And it's up to you to make them work. And I find that a very positive sort of statement.
From around the world and back again, this is Newsbreak. From the Not Necessarily the Newsroom, here are some of the stories we'll be covering for you tonight. After the announcement of worldwide mandatory drug testing, a CBS executive claims he has nothing to hide. And Fidel Castro, after his test, says it was good for him. On Not Necessarily the News tonight.
Meet costumer Mort Schwartz on location with Armed and Dangerous. Sit down with production designer Richard Silver, known for his work on Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Look in on producer Bernie Schwartz, whose many credits include Psycho 2 and Sweet Dreams. And talk with director John Carpenter on the set of Big Trouble in Little China. Go on location as HBO presents the second in its fascinating behind-the-scenes series, The Movie Makers, tomorrow.
Travel a strange road when the hitchhiker meets a successful young man.
I'm Jerry Mack. This is my party.
Whose real estate tax shelter houses more than unfortunate people.
It's a snake. It's for catching rats.
I'm gonna make repairs.
But pangs of conscience and a new girlfriend won't stop strange serpentine manifestations.
What is this thing?